What's up, YouTube? My name is Devlin, and Santa Claus is a lazy bastard who gets all of the glory and does almost none of the work. I mean, think about it. He goes out one night and delivers toys. The elves are putting in fucking work all year. Honestly, what's the deal with that? Look at the reindeer. They gotta haul his fat ass around on Christmas night. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm here with part two, area two of the Splinter Cell Hunter series that I'm uploading. Um, I hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. Maybe you went to KFC and got like a Toonie Tuesday meal. And where I live, Tuesday is half price movie day. And if it's like that with you guys, maybe you want to go to catch a flick after you watch my video, of course. But yeah, so this is part two, and we've moved on to the next area. We've got another 10 guys to take out, and you know what? I make a little mistake in this video. I get myself detected, kind of get put into a rough spot with guys kind of all around me, and they happen to see me, and they call in the reinforcements. They call in the cavalry, and I was gonna restart this, making this whole video when that happened, because I kind of wanted the whole thing to be flawless, all 5 areas, without getting detected. But I figured, you know what? Who gives a crap? You know, if they call in reinforcements, that's just 10 more guys you get to watch me kill and take out. So I decided to stick with it, and I'm glad I did, because I think it turned out pretty good, the whole video in general. So you'll have to forgive me for my little error, being a little bit sloppy. I do apologize. I'm not the Splinter Cell I used to be. But what I want to talk about mostly in this portion is the game mechanics, and explain different things to you guys in case you don't have the game yourself, and sort of tell you the ins and outs of how this whole thing works. One thing you may have seen me do in the last video, and you've probably used if you played the demo, is the mark and execute feature. And basically the way that works is when you perform a hand-to-hand takedown, whether it's sneaking up on someone and taking them down close up, grabbing them from a ledge, dropping down from above. Oh, there's where I get detected and shit goes down. If you drop from like a ledge and do your death from above thing, all of these things earn you an execute token. And what that is you can mark different enemies with the right bumper on your Xbox 360 controller. And once they're marked, when they're in range, as long as you have an execute token built up, all you have to do is push the Y button, and your character will take out every single marked target. It'll slow down and do it pretty much instantaneously, so no one's going to detect you while you do it. And it's a pretty neat feature. It's really good if you get yourself in a jam. But I don't utilize it as much as I should, and I know that because I'm always walking around trying to take guys out when I've got this execute feature. And it's not that I don't like the feature or don't think it's good. I think it's great. It's just I don't really think to do it. I get too caught up in other things. Got too much on my mind. So I don't use it probably as much as I could, which is kind of dumb because it's the most the most useful feature in the game, I'd say, and it's the best thing for clearing out a big room. But yeah, I'll work on it and start using it a little more, I guess. I really got to start using it more in the face-off thing too. But I'll talk about face-off more in the future. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about is the stealth display. As you can see right now, I'm totally black and white. The whole screen is black and white, and all that means is I'm invisible, excuse me, to my enemies. If the screen is in color, that means you're lit up and the bad guys can see you. I really like this feature because in the old Splinter Cell games, like especially the first one was the worst. It had a light meter, and one end meant you were lit up like a Christmas tree, and the other end meant you were totally in shadows and you were totally invisible, which was fine. The problem was when you got to that middle ground and you're sort of in the middle of that in that light meter, you didn't know if they were going to see you or not, and it felt like it was different every single time. Like sometimes you could be in the middle and the guy would walk right by you and not notice you, and sometimes you'd be in the exact same part on that light gauge and they would just blow your face off, and it'd scare the shit out of you because you weren't expecting it. So I really like this new setup. It's really clear, it's concise. You're not left guessing whether or not they're going to see you. The only time they're going to see you when you're in the shadows and when the screen is black and white is if they actually shine their flashlight over you, and then obviously they're going to notice you there. It's got a little thing. You probably notice it when I got detected. There's a warning and detection emblem that pops up on your screen sometimes, and this is just basically letting you know the status of your enemy's thoughts. There's a warning and detected there. Warning, when that pops up, it's a gray circle with an arrow, and all that means is if you continue to do what you're doing and don't make your way to cover or darkness, you're going to become detected. And the arrow points in the direction of the person who's going to detect you. And similarly, um, the detected is a red circle with the arrow, and that just means that you have been detected. They do know you're there, and the arrow points in the direction of the guard that actually detected you. So they're going to be probably your first priority to take out. Now, you can get detected and still vanish relatively quickly as long as you take out the person who detected you really, really fast, like within a matter of a second or two, and as long as he's the only one there, because if he detects you and there's a bunch of people around, he's going to shout out and they're all going to hear you're there. But if you're a one-on-one and you get detected and you take him out fast enough, you're usually pretty much safe. You're good to go. Yeah, so that's the basics of the game mechanics I wanted to get through to you guys and tell you about. These sonar goggles, you see every now and then the screen will turn black and the sonar will pulse out for me and I'll see everybody lit up. That's the new version of, I guess, the night vision goggles that Sam used to use, except these send out a sonar and you can actually see people through walls and through surfaces, and you could use it to mark people who are behind walls and stuff, which is also a really nice feature. So yeah, that's the game mechanics, guys. Here, this guy throws a flash at me and I throw a remote mine at him, and you can clearly see who won out of that exchange. That's what happens when you bring a knife to a gunfight. You know what I'm saying? You don't throw flash grenades at Sam Fisher. It's just a bad idea. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and be sure to stick around and check in tomorrow so you can see the next part of this video. Peace out.